All right, here we go. This is 6.8 sector area. Obviously, before we can do sector area, we need to make sure that we can do regular area. Here is a circle with a radius of 5. The formula for area is pi r squared. Write this down. Area equals pi r squared. A lot of times they give you the radius. A lot of times they give you the diameter to throw you off. The formula deals with radius. It's not like circumference, right, where you have two different formulas. In this case, you type this in your calculator, it's going to say the exact answer, which is 25 pi. If I asked you to round that, you could round it. All you do is hit the SD button and it rounds for you. It puts it in decimal point. So if the circle has a radius, or if they try to make it hard and they give you a diameter, either way, everybody in here should be able to tell me the correct area. Okay? This is what you should have known coming in. Any questions? Right, radius is 6, we squared it, we got 36 pi. You could round both of these like money if I wanted to. Okay? Yes?
So I was just going to ask our answer either 36 pi.
This is what's called the exact answer. If I round it like money, then that is rounded. If it's CPS, we don't have a way of typing in 36 pi, so we're going to have to round like money. Okay? Good question. Now you're on the business.
I really didn't mean to ask that.
No problem. All right, here we go. Quiet, 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 please. All right, so now we're going to talk about sector area. So we're not talking about the area of the entire circle. We are now talking about just this area here, the slice of pizza, okay, or the piece of pie. Right? We're not talking about the entire area. We just want to know the sector area. Okay? When you throw the discus, right, you have a area, and it looks like this, that the discus can land in. Right? And it's called a sector. If you throw the discus out here, it doesn't count. If you throw the discus inside the sector, then it counts. Okay? That's called a sector. This is sector area. Think of it as a piece of the pie. How do we find sector area? I'll just put SA. That gets confused with surface area. But understand this week that means sector area is the area of the circle, of the entire circle, pi r squared, times what? Times the ratio. Exactly like arc times the ratio. So we have the area of the circle times the ratio. It's exactly the same. So in this problem here, the radius is 7, so that'd be 49 pi times what's the ratio? 60 over what? 60 over 360. Everybody can type that in your calculator. That cancels. It's going to be 49 over 6. I don't know if that reduces or not. 49 over 6 pi. Does that cancel? Somebody help me out. It doesn't? Yeah, just leave it as 49 over 6 pi. Okay? Don't even need a calculator. Anything hard about sector area? No. It's the area of the circle, the entire circle, times the ratio. Okay? Questions? All right, let's do another. All right, here we go. I'm having to stay right here because of the video. Okay. Find the sector area. Well, now we're not talking about a piece of the pie. We're talking about the whole Pac-Man, right? The shaded area. We still do it the same. We just got to be careful about our ratio. What is the area of the entire circle? Sector area. What's the area of the entire circle? Pi r squared. What's 12 squared? 144. So that'd be 144 pi. Right? We ought to be able to do that in our head. One radius squared. If it's a decimal or a fraction or something, we might have to type it in. But 12 squared, everybody should know 12 squared. Then what is the ratio of the big sector here?
45.
Wrong. That's the little part. See, be careful. 315 over 360. Right? I can't reduce that in my head, so you type all that in. Okay? Type all that in. I think it's 1 over 8. Is that right? 315 over 360?
126, right?
120. The answer is 126 pi?
That's what I calculated.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. So, understand, the area of the entire circle was 144 pi. The area of this big piece is 126 pi. It's less than that number. That number should always be less than that number. Okay, in terms of pi. If I ask you to round it like money, what would the answer be then? 395 point what?
84.
84. Is that rounded correctly?
Yep.
Okay. And your calculator does that instantly for you. No big deal. Okay? Questions? Any questions on sector area? Now, let's talk about fun type problems. All right? How are they going to make these problems interesting?
By not giving us
No
the.
radius.
By not giving it to us at all.
Give you essential
Making it a square.
By inscribing a circle.
We had one of these on our summer.
Try this one now at your desk. Find this area that I'm shading in. The area inside the square that's outside the circle. Inside the square, but outside the circle. What's my time Those were circumference, but it's similar. It's similar. All those circles are supposed to be symmetrical. They're all equal. I know they don't look it, but they're all the same. Shh, shh, shh. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. Sam, are you lost? Okay. Find the area of the square. Subtract the area of the circle. That's not the entire answer, but that'll kind of get you going. Find the area of the square first, right? That's all of it, right? Then you got to subtract out some areas of the circle. How many circles? 4. So if I put a 4 here, right, then that's kind of the plan of how to solve this problem. Right? The area of the square minus 4 times the area of the circle. What is the area of the square? It's a perfect square, so 12 times 12 is 144. Right? Minus 4 times what is the area of a circle? Well, there's no radius given. Careful. What is halfway through?
6.
Would be 6. What's half of that? What would the radius be?
3.
Would be 3. So what is the area of one circle?
9 pi.
3 squared times pi, or 9 pi. So the exact answer would be 144 minus 36 pi. Right? That's the exact
So
answer.
you leave it in that.
You would leave it just like that if it said what is the exact answer, or leave it in terms of pi. But if it asks you to round it like money, type that in your calculator, and what do you get?
30.9.
How much?
30.9.
30.9. So the area of the square is 144. If we subtract out all 4 circles, then we're left with 30.9. Okay? Questions? Anybody have any?